Okay, before Joseph Attel will join us on this segment, so we'll listen to Carlo Ancelotti talking about how his team have actually bounced back from a kind of a blip in their season so far. But somehow, the likes of Ian Robben being back in the squad and fit and ready to fire, they had to redeem themselves against PSV Eindhoven.
That was what I expected from the game. The player had a good reaction, and we had some problem at the end of the first half, at the beginning of the second half, but after that period we played really well, showing, first of all, strong intensity at the beginning and a lot of efficiency in front. Yeah, of course, Atletico is really stable, and now we have to think to do our best the next game against PSV, against Rostov, and then to give us the possibility to play the first place here against Atletico.
Not only tonight, I think Europa can make the difference in all games, because exceptional, world-class player, and I'm glad he's back from injury. Yeah, this kind of players, that they have the individual quality, but also the vision to make a difference in the league, but also in top games like in the Champions League.
When you get beaten, you travel away from home, you just have to respect the players. That's what Philip Koku was doing right there, actually, praising Ian Robben for those runs he did, those mesmerizing runs that ensured that Bayern had to go over with all of them. Okay.
Cecilia.
Right? Okay.
I've got a tweet here, Cecilia.
Okay.
And the tweet is from Chinedu Eze. It says, please, where is Mr. Joseph?
He's here.
Where is he?
He's right here. He beside you.
Welcome to the show, Joseph.
Good morning, guys. It feels great to be here.
Fair play to you for turning up.
Well, yeah, I must say congratulations to Arsenal and their fans. I mean, I'll also say sorry for disrespecting them.
Thank you for that.
I think I wasn't wrong with my prediction, because in time past, I don't think Arsenal has given us reason to believe in them. So if I had said,
what? Stay with the apology. Abiodun Ilori, who joins us now from the UK, from London. He is an Arsenal fan, of course. He will be talking about Arsenal. A guy here who happens to be an Arsenal fan right there in the studio, and of course the other one in London. He is a diehard Arsenal fan also. Now, you watched the game last night, Abiodun. How will you describe Arsenal performance? Can they really sustain this through the weekend?
Thank you very much. It's nice talking to you guys again.
It's nice to have you. You watched the game last night. How did it make you feel? Okay, well, I think we'll talk to Abiodun later, trying to get.
Well, we'll connect with him, definitely. Let's go back to Joseph. I mean, Joseph, obviously, I really don't know why you're even apologizing. I mean,
he needs to. Because
why?
I have like 6 tweets here, and this
he made a prediction. He's got wrong.
To all Arsenal fans, and also Arsenal itself, because for you to believe you Arsenal and say it's going to be a 1-1 draw against Ludogorets, they were like, okay, and maybe it was actually it was believable. It was actually a prediction that made Arsenal to like, okay, these guys don't even trust us, so let's go all out.
You must understand that everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but subject to correction, which I'm facing right now. But I still think, for me, you must agree with me that in time past, Arsenal hasn't given us reason to believe in them. So if I had said 1-1 Arsenal draw, I think I'm right to have said that. But at this point, yes, they displayed a sublime performance, a magnificent performance from Mesut Ozil most especially. And I would say, for me, it was a great maximum 3-point Arsenal. Yes, well deserved. They go ahead on table ahead of Paris Saint-Germain, I beg your pardon, on goal difference. It gives them an edge going into the next game, match day 4. They would be in Bulgaria against Ludogorets. Maybe at that point, Arsenal, we will see if they're ready for the Champions League.
Okay. Joseph, I think I kind of like that.
Yeah, okay.
Because you wouldn't just say it's a one-off and they would just continue like this.
Yeah, but the competition is not over, okay? So it's still neck and neck between PSG and the Arsenal. More tweets are coming in, and surprise, surprise, they're all coming from Arsenal fans. And Precious Ozore says, Basically, he's accepting an apology. That's a better one for Joseph. That's for apologizing right there for your prediction. I don't understand why you have to do that, though. But yeah, Fabi Damilola says, please, we need to, okay, yeah. He's talking about the Champions League games as well, too. And Cecilia, lots of tweets here. It's all about Joseph and Arsenal.
Yeah, Joseph, I mean, the good thing is he has actually apologized and everyone had seen him. So he's right here saying, okay, Arsenal fans, look, we're sorry, he's sorry. And the thing is, when you go to Bulgaria next week, just continue with that. Also this weekend, because we've seen it over time where Arsenal will have a sublime performance. And the next game, sometimes it just doesn't work out well for them. Maybe they're going to continue with this good run. And Mesut Ozil scoring again. And Arsene Wenger had to single him out and actually praise his performance because he says, look, this is the guy who was seized and dropped back. But his scoring chance, he has really worked on that. But getting a hat-trick in the Champions League at the Emirates, so it's a huge one. So,
Cecilia, I mean, yeah, you're spot on. Arsenal are in great form right now. And 7 wins in a row, Joseph. Let's just quickly get to hear from Arsene Wenger. He's been reacting to that very convincing win over Ludogorets at the Emirates.
I believe it was not easy. In the second half, we took control of the game completely, and I think we could have scored more because they given a lot in the first half, and they suffered a little bit physically in the second half. It looks like he gets a taste to score goals because he goes more behind. Before he only to come to the ball and provide, and you want him to be a provider and the scorer, and it looks like he's slowly moving to that better balance.
Welcome back to Channel Sport this morning. Joseph, they've accepted the apology. I mean, all the tweets coming here say apology accepted. So we'll move on from Arsenal, Ludogorets game. I mean, anyone can get it wrong. The predictions, you know exactly Nostradamus. So let's go to Manchester. Let's go to Manchester City versus Barcelona. I mean, you got that one spot on. You said it was going to be one-sided. I mean, what did you see that made you say that?
Well, you look at Arsenal in the English Premier League. Even if they sell their best players, they still make the top 4. Not because they've got those average players that are good, but because of their style of play. Now you have a Pep who left Barca out to Bayern Munich, now to Manchester City, and we understand is trying to change the style of play of Manchester City, which is working in the league so far right now. It will work in the league because I think teams like Bournemouth, Wigan, teams in the English Premier League find it difficult, you know, to merge or probably, like I say, answer the answers with the questions rather other teams brings to the table, like Bournemouth and some other key teams in the league. So they would succeed in the Premier League, but outside the Premier League, on the European stage, I don't think they would. And that we saw against Barcelona yesterday. You're trying to change the style of play at Manchester City, cost City at the Camp Nou yesterday. I think for me, they have a system which has been coming from the flanks, you know, making those runs and see if the number 9 can get the opportunity to get the goal in. But we should give Pep some time. I think things will work out with Manchester City. Yes, it was a one-sided performance, well deserved for Barcelona, but I think the formation cost Manchester City yesterday.
Okay, that formation, because when I saw I told Tayo earlier that when I saw the lineup, I was like, why would you bench
your best player?
I just didn't understand why he had to do that. And you know, later, Nolito was sacrificed because you know, of Bravo's mistake and all that. I was like, maybe he got his tactics so wrong. But he says he's still going to keep doing that. I mean, starting playing from when the keeper will have to start the play from the back, that has given him results over time. But I think Bravo will actually need time to actually fit in, because he sold Joe Hart because he felt Bravo would fit into that easily. But Bravo is making some, he did it against Manchester United, but the good thing is that they won that game. But now we've seen it and it cost him dearly.
Well, you look at City's lineup and say there is competition in every position, no doubt. But I think the goalkeeping position, no competition, because Caballero, for me, yes, an average goalkeeper can match up to the standard of probably, you know, the pressure Manchester City are facing at this point. Is that they've got just one goalkeeper, which is Claudio Bravo, who is misbehaving. He's been doing that in the Premier League and has got away with that. So for me, I think right now they need to get another goalkeeper come January if they really want to maintain their stand in the defense line.
Joe Hart is on loan, right? So
yeah, I mean,
actually
but it's obvious Pep Guardiola doesn't have a lot of time for Joe Hart. That's why it's just, you know, shipped him out, you know, before the season started. He stuck with Claudio Bravo, and he said it over and over again, regardless of his mistakes, you know, that's still his man there. So, I mean, I don't think it's a question about Claudio Bravo alone. Barcelona are just more, they're a lot better than Manchester City. And we saw yesterday, I think even with or without Sergio Aguero, they'll still have won that game at the Camp Nou.
Well, they'll still have won the game. And look at the goal scorers for Barcelona. These are experienced players. These are Champions League materials. Lionel Messi and some other players got the goals for Barcelona. So I think at this point in time, well, what some would disagree with me, I think Yaya's experience in the UEFA Champions League is missing.
Good point. I mean, ever since Pep Guardiola requested for that apology from Yaya Touré's agents, I mean, Man City haven't won a game.
Okay,
what
are you saying?
Now I'm just saying, yeah, he's brought up the point about Yaya Touré. I mean, what if Yaya...
of course, because if you look at the Ludogorets side, has considered 3 goals in more than 9 matches, you would say domestically they're doing fantastically well. But when it comes to the European scene, you need experience, and that was what I think Arsenal used in edging them out yesterday in London. So for me, I still think for me, Manchester City, if they want to get something going in the UEFA Champions League, they need experience. Nonito for me played at South Africa before he moved to Manchester City. It doesn't have Tuesday, Wednesday night football experience, so that cost City also.
Fair point.
Okay, fair point.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'll agree with you in that one, because maybe somehow when you're playing an opponent that you already know in and out and everything, you can't play the way they're playing. Especially when you know you don't have the players to actually do that.
Cecilia, exactly. Now you're bringing me to, you're talking about philosophies here. Now I've always shared this particular philosophy with Jose that, when faced with a much stronger opponent, you're better off, drawing them close to you and counter attacking them. I think it's the same in sport, in all sports as well. In boxing as well, so you're facing someone who's much more stronger than you. You don't want to go toe to toe with him.
Yeah, Mayweather.
Yeah, exactly. Draw them close and counter punch. Exactly, you have to apply. That's where your tactics come into play, and that's where I think Pep Guardiola got it wrong yesterday. You don't go toe to toe with Barcelona. You're gonna lose. Jose never did it like that. Okay, did it once like that and got punished 5-0.
Yes, purely for that.
After that, he never did it again. Yeah,
yes.
After that, he never did it again, and he was able to get very impressive wins over that Barcelona side.
Definitely.
So
it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Now let's talk about Messi. Man, I was looking at the fact that how many games has he played against English clubs, and how many goals has he scored? Like 16 in 15 games.
He likes, obviously likes English opposition.
I think he has scored 9 against Arsenal. More than any other team. Okay, I'm sorry I'm bringing Arsenal in now. Somehow Arsenal always come to best, especially after their ridiculous performance against Ludogorets. Yeah,
Cecilia,
ridiculous, because it was just a perfect performance.
Yeah, I mean, come on. That result was never in doubt. Yeah, before we go back to the tweets, the other results, obviously, let's talk about Napoli losing at home against the Besiktas. I mean, that's a totally, shocking result there on the part of Napoli. I mean, what happened? 3-2 they lost. Vincent Abubakar scored 2 goals in that one. Well,
this is what you get when you rely on one player. Over the years, we know Napoli to be that club that grew, number 9 players. They have this, standard in bringing in number 9, good quality number 9s. And yes, they depend on these players, but we understand right now that Malik is injured, which is the number 9 right now, is injured, and that caused them the last 2 games now. It's been back-to-back losses, and that's not good for Napoli. They go away. They would be away rather in the domestic league this weekend. Let's see if they would, revive their season. But I still think yesterday's performance was a great one from Besiktas.
Awesome. What about Bayern Munich? Beating PSV Eindhoven by 4-1. Bayern, had a bit of a blip. Recently, but they bounced back now. Well,
commanded victory, you must say, from Bayern, but I mean, they needed that victory after 3 draws in a row in that one in the Bundesliga. I think for me, it was a fantastic performance from the boys, no doubt about that. You have an experienced coach like Carlo Ancelotti. What do you expect with such players you have from Bayern? So I think on paper, even before the game, it was expected that Bayern definitely will get the maximum 3 points.
And still in that group, in Group D, FC Rostov, lost at home. They're a very difficult side on the ground. So for Atletico Madrid to go there and get a 1-0 win, I think that's very impressive. Yannick Carrasco is in great form, scored again. I mean, that guy is someone to really watch out for.
Well, he has scored 5 goals in 3 matches. Says a lot about Yannick Carrasco, who they bought from Monaco last season, doing well with Atletico Madrid right now. And Atletico, yes, gradually showing us that, yes, we've got into 2 finals in 3 years. It's not a fluke. I mean, getting the maximum 3 points against Vostok, putting them ahead of Bayern, well seated on top of the table. So it's a good one for them. All they need to do is wrap it up at the Vicente Calderon in match day 4, and they're good to go.
Easier said than done. Well, I think Atletico definitely stand a chance they can actually do that. I'm looking at Celtic now. I mean, when they drew against Barcelona, 3-3, we felt, okay, that was a good one. They can build on that. But Borussia Mönchengladbach came there, and of course, it was 2 goals to nothing. Well, we'll talk more about that when we come back. We'll also be looking at the papers.